Hi everyone, welcome back to Liz's Scrapping Studio. I just noticed my light is falling down, so I apologize for my hands in the way there. So we are almost done with our advent calendar, 12 days of fun. I have to say that I am impressed with this advent calendar. I didn't know what to expect when I bought it. I didn't know if I would like the things that were in it. Because advent calendars are that way, right? They're surprises. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're mediocre. But I have to say, I have been impressed with what has been in this advent calendar for what I paid for it. And again, this is a $99 item, but of all the things that we've gotten, I feel we have a lot of projects that we can make with it, and that is important when you are buying something this expensive. So anyway, we are up to day 11 of the advent calendar. So day 11 is over here and has this beautiful bow on it. And I'm going to again try to not destroy the box. Oh my, okay, more glitter. So this is going to be glitter glue. Look at that. That's a big bottle of glitter glue too. That's going to go a long way. All right, so I don't use a lot of glitter glue, I will say. I always end up running my hand through it. Don't say, always end up making a mess. But still really nice to have. We'll see if we can maybe add it to one of the cards that we have already created. Probably do that at the end of the series on day 12. I'll probably do a day 13 wrap up on this, but day 11, glitter glue. All right, see you back here tomorrow for the last reveal. We're up to project 11 from day 11, and we have the glitter glue as part of the project. So this is very similar to stickles. If you have had those in the past, this is essentially the same thing. So what I thought I'd do is I would bring out the cards the projects that we've already created, and maybe add a little bit of extra sparkle to the cards. So looking at this card, these two cards, there's a lot of sparkle on both of these, but I could add a little bit more dimension because this is dimensional glue to the centers of these. And what you can do is just do a little dollop and say put 3 little dollops on the centers of the flowers. And this will add some texture and some additional glitter. And if you take this, I'm going to set that up. It does create little peaks. And so sometimes what I'll do is I'll try and smash those down so that they're not quite as peaky. I don't know what other word it is. So you can just use the top of the bottle to do that, and just see if you can get those to lay flatter so they're not so pointy. Sometimes, like if you drop them on your table, they might also flatten out. Okay, so that's card number 1. So you can do the same thing again for the card number 2. Again, this is just adding a little bit more dimension, right? That's the whole idea behind this, is just adding a little bit of dimension and a little bit more sparkle with these glitter glues. The thing that I I have to make sure when I use this is that I really set these aside someplace where I am not working, especially if I'm doing this on a layout, because I inevitably will get my hands or my arm into it by dragging something across it. All right, so on this card, I could add it to the center here on this flower as well. So we don't have a lot of gold on this card, so this will be just an additional piece. Again, I'm just doing 3 dots to kind of mimic the center of that. On this one, I did add this butterfly after we did this card, So I'm going to just add glitter glue to the center of that butterfly. I do feel like maybe we want to add some of the gold embellishments, but I think I'll wait to do that until after that one dries. All right, on this one, I don't really see a great place to add the glitter glue. So I may just leave this one alone for now. Okay, and then on this one, I added the butterfly as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add the glitter glue to the body here as another dimensional thing. And then on this one, I'm trying to decide, do I put dots around the border here? I don't want to try and do like a big line of this. So maybe just dots on these pieces that are the cutouts. Again, this is probably my least favorite card of what we've created so far. All the other ones I think are quite cute. This one just didn't quite come out the way I envisioned it in my head. Hopefully people understand that. Sometimes you have a vision in your head of something and it just does not materialize the way that you expect. And that's okay. You know what? Anyone who gets this card is not going to look at it and see its imperfections. It's going to see that someone took the time to send a card that was that took them time to make. I'm just tapping down these points a little bit here. So again, I'm probably more critical of my skills than anyone is going to be critical of it once they receive it. But I actually like that. I think that actually does a nice job of highlighting on that card. So the last thing that we had was our layout. And I do think, and I've got to move some things out of the way so that I don't get them all messed up. I do think that there is a way for us to embellish this as well. And again, just trying to move some stuff out of the way so that I can put this down and we can add some flower centers. So these centers of these flowers that we stenciled, I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter glue to create the middles for these guys. And then that will give these even more dimension and create, again, what I think is probably a pretty cool stencil and a layout. So just doing 3 there. Again, I think I'm going to do the flowers that don't have centers on them here. Again, trying to keep consistency here. And I'm wondering if I should do the star. Should I do the star? I feel like I might do the star and then be unhappy with it. So I think I'm going to leave it just like that. All right, so glitter glue was day 11. And hopefully, again, you can see that I just added those centers. And we have to give those now time to dry off someplace safe where it's not going to be touched by anything. All right, day 11, glitter glue, all done. I will see you for the final reveal of day 12 and the final project for the series. And then we'll come back on day 13 and talk through all of the different projects that we did. All right, everyone, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 12.